Hi everybody! Today let's talk about the D marker indicator. Some say it's a champ, but is it really? We will explore its strength in this video. And by the end, you will find out how much I can make starting from just $11. Let's get started. So diving into trading, I will open a trade on the Aussie and US dollar pair, expecting a downtrend. Let's break down the signals, guys. First off, we've broken the lower Keltner channel and the MACD's green line crossed down over the red from above. Today I'm using and reviewing the D marker indicator. Currently it's in the middle zone, so no signals yet. Below there is a resistance level that I believe the price will target. Two indicator signals are enough for me now, so let's observe. While we wait, let's talk about the D marker indicator. It shows overbought and oversold conditions in the market. There are many oscillators like this, so let's figure out what makes this one stand out. First trade and almost $20 in balance, so let's continue testing the marker with another pair. Friends, there are tons of indicators with its own applications and principles, but they all share one thing: they are not fortune tellers. They are just tools for gathering some data, and it's up to you how you analyze it. I've spent years figuring it out, paid with my own deposits more than once. But for you, let's shorten your path and your nerves and your cash losses. That's why I've created my Telegram channel guiding beginners how to trade. Plus, I offer a very cool chance, not just to learn, but also earn. Around deposit boosting marathons from $100 to $5,000 every week. Weekly in my exclusive club, I share the signals, and what is more, I explain them. You can follow along and make some money. It is not a free cheese, but I'm not taking your money for nothing. My interest is a share of your earnings through partnerships. No catch. Check partner reviews on Telegram. Link in the video description and in the pinned comments to this video. Join our club and earn with me. Now, back to testing D marker indicator. I think it's time to open an upward option on the dollar-yuan pair. Watch the chart as I explain the signals. Like last time, Keltner channel is bridged, but this time at the top. Signal for growth. MACD's green line crossed above the red and D marker entered the overbought zone. With these signals, we are expecting growth. So let's watch, friends. D marker compares the latest highs and lows with the equivalent price of the previous period to measure demand for the underlying asset. D marker is considered leading. Its signals can be used to forecast trend changes, and it helps identify price exhaustion, market peaks and troughs, and assess risk levels. Well, another positive result, friends. Let's move on to another pair. I reckon it's a good idea to trade for an upswing in this situation. It might seem counterintuitive, but let me break down my logic. Let's draw a line along the candle lows. It's kind of a level where the price hung out for about 30 or maybe 30 minutes. Seemingly, the price is heading that way and there is a signal with the MACD lines crossing, but the level is close and D marker hasn't dipped into oversold territory yet. For now, the MACD indicates more of a lack of volatility than the start of a move, so I will wait for a momentary price correction, then anticipate a drop. Friends, let's continue our chat about D marker. It's actually quite a reliable tool, a bit underrated in my opinion. I find D marker produces fewer noise signals compared to stochastic or rate of change, for example. Trade closed, $67 added to the balance. Let's keep working with this pair in our discussion. This indicator was developed by Tom D. Marker, the legendary trading guru and a regular on Bloomberg TV. Tom D. Mark indicators are well known for their algorithmic approach, leaving no room for their misinterpretation. Using DMarker is quite straightforward. Like most oscillators, it works best in a trend and might not be as useful in sideways markets. A level below 30 is considered oversold and above 70 is overbought. Time to pause and get back to trading. I will open a downward trade now. As I mentioned earlier, I was waiting for a continuation of the downtrend after the correction, and since that's done, I'm sticking to my logic and trading the asset down. Let's watch while I continue. In the comments, you occasionally ask how to determine if a level will reverse or if the chart will break through it. Well, DMarker is a suitable tool for that. Other indicators can do this too, so I reviewed many. You can check my previous videos and choose the one that suits you. But today, let's focus on DMarker. Essentially, DMarker generates values to help you identify the market direction and potential trend changes. However, it doesn't offer a 100% guarantee, so it's better to use it in conjunction with some other tools. You can, for instance, use the set I'm working with today. So, time to get back to trading. Trade closed, and let's look for a new opportunity. Let's open a downward trade, my friends. Pay attention to the chart. Let's figure out why I'm making this decision. Well, actually, a bit earlier, there was a perfect opportunity for a trade that I missed. All the indicators lined up perfectly on this candle. But we had a bounce back into the Keltner channel and exit from overbought territory on DMarker and the MACD lines crossing. Opening a trade on the next candle seemed a bit late since it was unclear when and how this drop would end, but I waited for a correction, and now from the middle line of the Keltner channel, I'm expecting further downward movement. I made this decision because the indicator signals have not changed, just intensified during the correction. So friends, if you missed the moment to open a trade, don't chase it. That's a rookie mistake. There will always be another moment for you to make gains, just like I am now. So take a look around, breathe, and make informed decisions. In this example, you can clearly see how DMarker can help pinpoint reversal points when the curve leaves overbought or oversold zones like it did just right now. So let's open another downward trade. I believe that the drop will continue. Why? Guys, watch the chart. Well, it crossed the lower Keltner channel boundary, breaking through a significant support level, and MACD lines continue to spread apart, and DMarker hasn't even entered oversold territory yet. Well, there is still room for a decline, so I'm keeping an eye on the chart at this level. Let's see what happens. Friends, the DMarker indicator consists of a single curve and doesn't use smooth data. The default time interval for calculations is 14 periods. As you increase the number of periods, the curve becomes smoother. Conversely, it becomes more responsive to a smaller number of periods. Our trade is nearing closure, and I think it's time to wrap up this trade. Yes, friends, excellent forecast. $392 added to the balance. I want to continue working with this pair. Notice that DMarker hasn't entered oversold territory yet and is bouncing off the 30 mark. The chart has also stopped its descent. However, MACD seems to be lagging and not signaling a reversal. Although, in my view, an opportunity for a bullish trade is emerging. So let's go for it. Opening an upward trade, guys. Let me redraw what I talked about earlier. So the chart is currently frozen at a support level, and I'm trading directly from it. Slightly messed up the drawing. Let me sketch it again. So here we have this very powerful level, Once again, approaching the level, D marker bounces off oversold territory. So I decided to trade upward without waiting for MACD because I really like how accurately D marker handles these movements. Let's see what unfolds, but for now I'm genuinely impressed with the precision of D marker. Overall, among oscillators, D marker gives the most effective divergence signal. So this is how Thomas D. Mark often accurately identified shifts in global trends. The accuracy of his forecast has been repeatedly recognized with various awards. Well, everything is spot on now. The trade is closing in the green, bringing in a whopping $726. Let's look for a new opportunity, guys. Trading for an upswing in the exchange rate of the British pound against the Australian dollar. So let's take a look at the chart. Everything seems clear to me. We had a phase of price decline followed by a period of consolidation. What's happening now? D marker is leaving the oversold zone. The MACD lines are crossing, signaling a potential rise. So I'm expecting an upward movement at least towards the middle line of the Keltner channel. But even before reaching the middle line, there is room for the price chart to maneuver. So far, D marker signals based on leaving the oversold zone are working well this time too. It's quite realistic to identify reversals with its help. When the signals align with MACD, the result is quite predictable. So I recommend this strategy. Use it, guys. Already over $1,000 in the bank, so let's increase the investment size to the maximum and let's look for a new opportunity. Let's open a downward option and attention to the chart. Let's analyze the signals right away. Volatility is low at the moment and we can clearly see that in the MACD columns. D marker, as you can see, has left overbought territory and continues to decline. So it's logical to assume that at the current resistance level, the previous rise is exhausted. Therefore, we expect a decline, friends. It seems obvious to me and I hope it seems obvious to you right now. Now, by the way, is a bright example of divergence, a reversal signal. In our case, the situation where the chart was updating highs while D marker was leaving overbought territory. This is a signal for a decline and vice versa. We see a new low and the indicator shows that it's higher than the previous one, although in reality, the price has updated its minimum. This is a signal for an upward trade. Close another trade and moving on to other currency pairs to earn some cash again. I see a good opportunity for a downward trade in the currency pair British pound, Japanese yen. So let's try to do some here. Do I need to explain? So the signals are obvious in my opinion. The MACD lines are almost crossing from top to bottom and D marker is leaving overbought territory. Well, we're trading from the upper boundary of the Keltner channel. When the chart returns to the channel, it's a good entry point where you can set the target at the level of the middle or lower line of the channel. Friends, it's important to understand that, like any tool, the D marker indicator has its drawbacks because there is no magic wand in trading. And the most obvious drawback is that the indicator line can stay in overbought or oversold territory indefinitely as the market continues to rise or fall. We will continue talking about the drawbacks later. For now, let's focus on the positives. There is a whopping $2,867 in balance. The forecast was correct, but in my view, it hasn't played out properly yet. So it even seems like a rise is starting, but this contradicts the signals. Open the downward trade. As discussed earlier, it's divergence. The chart is rising, but the indicators are doing the opposite. So let's stick to our forecast. What else can be said about D marker? I've already talked about adjusting periods, so you can also change the overbought and oversold zone values. I actually don't need that now, but in a strongly trending market, it might make sense. If you see that the indicator line stays in these zones for too long, you can narrow down these values. But there is no universal solution, so it all depends on the market and on your trading style. These manipulations require testing. I've explained how to test the trading system in one of my previous videos, so be sure to check it out on my channel and subscribe in order not to miss new videos. Friends, our trade is closed. The balance is $3,667 and we achieved a good result with the help of DMarker as well. And I will open another trade immediately, doubling the investment. Basically, the reasons for making this decision are the same. Well, the chart is going against the indicators for now, but we remember that the DMarker is a champion in identifying divergence, so I see no reason not to earn again. Friends, I want to warn beginners against doubling investments like this. You can trade like this only if you're confident in your trading system. Otherwise, doubling leads to quick depletion of the deposit and resembles gambling. If you have little experience, it's better to earn step by step and close each trade separately. At the beginning of the journey, pay more attention to trade analysis and the excitement that flares up in pursuit of big profits is not the best helper in this business. And our trade is complete. In this case, the risk was completely justified and over $5,000 in the balance now, but I'm moving on. Opening a downward trade, friends. In previous videos, we've analyzed the situation hundreds of times. It's a very common pattern, so I think you all know this. When the price is trapped within the boundaries of a price corridor in a sideways movement, they currently align perfectly with the Keltner channel boundaries. In such a range, the price can linger between levels for a very long time, and a breakout occurs only when there is volatility. And according to MACD, we see that it's 0. In such a sideways market, DMarker is almost useless. It only helps determine the probability of exiting such a corridor. Friends, trading in such a pattern is very comfortable, but only if you trade from the very boundaries of the corridor. So you shouldn't open trades in the middle. Predicting the exact direction of the price in the center of this channel is practically impossible. The trade is closed, a comfortable profit, so let's keep an eye on this currency pair. Perhaps we can earn again. Opening an upward trade this time. I've mentioned before that you should only trade from the channel boundaries, but I'm doing the opposite now. But the situation has changed. Let me explain what is going on here. The boundaries of the Keltner channel are narrowing, indicating a possible breakout from this sideways movement. Volatility is increasing. The candle body starts to move in different directions, while DMarker is close to entering the overbought zone. As I mentioned earlier, in such a pattern, it helps identify the end of this sideways phase. So we can expect an upward movement from the middle line of the Keltner channel. Remember, guys, that the Keltner channel lines are levels. They are a good entry point for any trade. So friends, let's summarize. DMarker is an excellent oscillator. It has a very accurate set of signals, exciting overbought and oversold zones, divergence and entry zones to identify the end of a flat. Let's conclude the trading session. Thank you for watching this. Friends, I hope that this video was useful, showing how DMarker performed in my trading today. With its help, I earned $7,047 on my deposit. Like this video and comment if you use this indicator and what success you achieved by using it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Many useful reviews are posted there, and hit that bell button in order not to miss out on my new videos. I will be happy to see you among my subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, and bye.